Hey, what's up, guys? Welcome back to the channel. Today, I got a Madden gameplay for you guys. Madden 23 Ultimate Team. Um, it's a good one. It's a good one. So we're gonna get into the gameplay here in a minute. You guys are gonna see who I matched up with. If you guys are new here, subscribe to the channel. Leave a comment on this video or any of my previous videos. And when we hit 500 subscribers, which right now I think we're at 373, I'm going to do a jersey giveaway for your favorite NFL team. So again, if you guys want to be entered to win that, all you got to do is sub to the channel, comment on any of my videos. I'll pick a random comment when we hit 500 subs. And yeah, I appreciate you boys. Let's get out on the field and see who I matched up with. So here we are in the head-to-head streets, and if you guys look in the top right corner, you'll see that the gamer tag is Aaron Donald. No, that's not LA Rams Aaron Donald, but it is somebody of note. So if you guys don't know whose gamer tag that is, that's Throne. So Throne is a big-time Madden YouTuber, but he's not just a YouTuber. Dude is actually a really solid player. He's a really good Madden player, well respected in this community. So shout out Throne. I was super excited to match up with him in this game, and when I did, I immediately hit record. So that's why I didn't have a face cam on it. I was just playing head to head, and I saw him and I was like, oh man, I gotta record this. So we're gonna come out in dollar, which we've been running probably for the last month, I want to say. For me, it's been the best defense because it plays the run decent. It shouldn't, that's up for debate, but as I get a pick six or a strip six here, a little bit lucky. But if you guys watch that back, you'll see I had his route combo bag. So I play against tight a lot, like I'm sure you guys do. I'm used to the vertical routes and the deep corners and the streaks and the fades and all that good stuff. So we had that bagged up, and we're able to get home and get a little bit of luck there, a little easy 7 points to start the game. But I've been running dollar because it gets good pressure when you only send 4 people. If you send 5 or 6, it gets crazy good pressure. And you're also able to mix in good coverage out of it, and it's really good for the ag meta. So why is that? I run a lot of zone, and in dollar, because you have so many DBs on the field, you can also mix in a lot of hybrid coverage where you call a stock zone, make some adjustments. What I like to do is turn my deep halves into outside thirds, and then you can start manning up guys that you think they want to ag to or that they are agging with. And that way you can kind of bracket those guys. So they're manned up. Even if they beat them by a step, they're running into a zone. So by the time they try to ag that, they're usually going to get contact with 2 defenders, and they're going to knock that out. So I've really liked this defense for those 2 reasons, the pressure and the ability to stop the ags. He starts going out of tight. He's realizing pretty soon that I'm comfortable against that. And so he's going to go to another really good formation, which is gun bunch. So he's audibling to that, and he's quick snapping. So he's putting, 1 or 2 hot routes out there max. There I had that guy manned up with the safety. He was either expecting it, which I don't think he was, or he probably thought I was going to man up the corner. So he put a C route out there, and he was able to beat the man coverage. I made note of that, and I'm not going to really man him up with the safety for the rest of the game, but good play for him. Again, we had his tight bagged here, and we're able to get home for the sack, so we're in a good position here at 2nd and 14. Really what I want to do with Throne is he's a really good player. He's a really good player. I want to take away his shot plays, right? I don't want him to get these 25, 30, 40-yard chunk plays. So I'm going to let him throw some underneath stuff. This first drive, his second drive, but, we'll call it his first. He's getting a lot of quick snap wheel routes, like right here. He'll hit that again. So I'm seeing he's proving to me that he wants to do that. So as the game goes on, I'm going to start manning that up more often to take that away and see, what his second read is. Here I have a good user, and he just wouldn't stop. I got lucky that he highballed it there when he probably didn't need to, and he stepped out of bounds, but, very fortunate there. I had a good user. My user wouldn't turn around for whatever reason. I might have been able to lurk that, but we still get fortunate that he highballed it and stepped out of bounds. So we got him to 2nd down. In the red zone, I'll typically send pressure once. Like right here, I send pressure. He picks it up. And again, we bracket that, just like I was talking about. We had 2 guys there. He tried to highball it, and we were able to knock that out because we had 2 defenders there. But what I like to do in the red zone is maybe I'll send pressure once just to, make them think that it's possible. Hopefully they'll block their running back or tight end. And then I'm going to do max coverage. So right here, I do max coverage. I man up the wheel route. I have an adjustment for the tight end wheel route. And he highballs again when maybe he didn't need to. And he steps out of bounds. So we get him to a 4th down. Playing pretty good defense. Here, 4th down from the 9. I know he's not going to run it. I don't want to give him an easy read. So I'm going to put 9 guys into coverage. I'm going to call cover 4. I'm going to have my 8 DBs in coverage. And then I'm going to put my D tackle in a spy so he's not able to run the ball in. Especially in the red zone, you want to do that because the field's so short. It's easy for them to just go right up the middle, get a quick gain, and get into the end zone. So right here, you'll see I'll spy Y. I don't know why it shows he's in a 3 rec, but I put him in a spy. And I'm just going to send 2 guys and try to play good coverage. So let's see how this works out. You see I man up the slot guy. I don't want him to throw the quick streak, which he would have if I didn't man that up. And Ty Law makes a heck of a play. He makes a really good play. I don't blame Throne for making that read. Like, that's the read. If we're being honest, on 4th down, you have to throw it. Like, that's really the only spot he had to go. But Ty Law, I think he has 99 zone on my team with the strat card, so he's able to make a break on that ball with pick artist, hold on, and get me the ball back. So we're feeling pretty good. I mean, against a good player like Throne to be up 7-0 and have the ball, like we're feeling pretty okay. I don't feel great at this point in the game because it's still Throne. He's still a good player, and I haven't seen what he's going to do on defense yet. So I haven't played him this year. I don't know what his defense is, and I have to, to feel confident in this game, I have to prove to myself, not just him, but to myself, that I can move the ball. So I see Dollar. When I see Dollar, I'm going to test his run D. So he didn't spread his line, or he didn't pinch his line. So we ran that. So what he's going to do for the rest of the game, he's going to pinch his line because he's like, okay, I don't have a shot at stopping this. I'm going to have to pinch my line to have a chance. I just ran it outside, so now I'm going to run an inside zone split. Kind of bad stick by me. So we weren't able to pick up the 1st down, but it was still good play call, and we're still making him respect the run. But at this point, he doesn't know if we can pass. So I know I can pass. We got to prove it to him to keep him off balance. So I want to hit X here if I have a shot. Really, I want to hit a drag or the wheel, but he has those bagged. So I'm going to high ball there, and that's kind of a 50-50 ball. He knocked it out with no abilities on him. I'm not mad at it. Like, it was contested. Realistically, I think that should probably get knocked out. Really, 80% of the time, in my opinion. Although that doesn't happen. It's more like 50-50 in Madden 23. So I had to give it a try. Now we're going to go for it on 4th down. I see him. He's worried about the run. So he comes out in nickel normal, and I see he's in cover 0. So I'm going to block 3 guys, and I'm going to put 3 man beating routes. X beats his man, you see there, but I want to take the guaranteed yards to get the 1st down. So I just check down to my corner route, I guess if you can call that a check down, and I pick up the 1st down, keep the chains moving, and that's really all we can do. All we want to do against anybody, but especially against a good player, is you want to keep the clock rolling when you have the lead, and you want to keep the chains moving. So, you know that you're stressing them, and you're stressing the clock. So we're feeling pretty good going into the 2nd quarter here. So 2nd quarter, I've been running the ball on 1st down. Now, what I want to do is I want to keep him off balance. So now I'm going to put 5 routes out there. I'm going to motion my tight end across, give it a little 2x2 look. I see the running back was probably going to be there quick, but for some reason he got a weird animation and got sucked in between the guard and the tackle. Even it might have been in between the guard and the center. I don't know why that happened, but it did. So, kind of fortunate there we didn't throw a pick. I see, again, I want that X route. I see that it's open. I throw it, and for some reason it goes over his head. So I make a note of that. And so on this play, I really liked what I saw. I'm expecting him to run a similar defense. So I know if he's not going to man up X or he's not going to user it, I'm going to throw it. And I look right here. He does not man him up, does not user it, so I'm going to throw that in real quick, and we're able to actually get an accurate ball this time, and we're able to pick up the first down. So really perfect game plan by me so far, because we have the lead. We're playing it just the way we need to play. We're chewing the clock. We're running the ball. We're passing the ball. We're keeping them off balance, and we're keeping them off balance. That's really all you can do. Keep your opponent off balance on offense and defense. So 2nd and 7. We only got 3 yards on that carry, but we're making him respect the run, right? So we're going to go back to it, see if we can pick anything up. We only get a yard, but we're still showing that we're willing to run. Like, if he's going to run dollar, we're going to be willing to run. So that was really a good play call. Here, I have the corner route. I didn't notice it till late. You guys will see here. So I just want to get yards. I don't want to get sacked. I want to give myself a chance on 4th down because I know I'm going for it. So I check down to A. But I make a note of that in my head. He gave me the corner route. So, we're going to go back to that later in the game. We're not going to go back to it the next play. And the reason I say that is a good player, if you see something, that your opponent probably sees it, especially if they're a good player. So if I go back to it right now, he's going to be expecting it, and he's going to have an adjustment for that, or he's going to user it. And I'm going to be SOL because, that I was banking on that. So I don't want to put all my eggs in one basket here. I'm thinking that he's playing for the pass. I see him click onto the safety, and I know he's nowhere near the box. So as soon as I see that, I just snap the ball and call a run, pick up 2 yards, keep the chain moving, keep the clock moving. And now I'm going to go back to that corner route. He doesn't know what I'm going to do. I'm going to put a slant out there on the tight end to hold his user because I don't want him to user that. And then if it's the same defense as it was 2 plays ago, I know that I'm going to have that corner route open. So we snap the ball. We see, okay, he users the tight end, which is what we wanted. And then we have the corner out there, and we get a touchdown. So perfect play call, perfect drive. Really, the only thing I probably could have done better is, burn more clock. But I didn't want to give myself too short of a field because, when you get down really within the 15-yard line, 10-yard line especially, it's really hard to score. So I liked the spacing I had. I knew if he was going to run the same defense, I knew he was going to give me a shot. And I knew if he was going to give me a shot to go up 14-0, I had to take it. So we took that, knowing that he only has 1 timeout, 1:27, and we're just playing here to hold him to 3, worst case scenario. So I'd love to get a stop here, but if I can go into half knowing that I'm getting ball and I'm up 11 points, that's ideal. That's really ideal. That's a good spot to be in. So that's really what we're playing for here. So you see I go to zone drops at 20 yards. I don't care if he wants to take the underneath stuff, keep the clock moving. That's fine with me. So I'm putting a bunch of deep blues out there. I'm sending some pressure, and I'm putting a cloud flat out there. So same defense, a bunch of blues out there. I got deep halves, quarters, thirds, and I have a 20-yard soft squat. If I have 15 yards, I probably play the running back there. If I man him up, I definitely probably get a sack there because I don't think anything else was really open. But, good read by him. He has to hurry up. Right here, we have a good user. But I wasn't able to back my corner off in time. So for those of you who don't know, if you have zone drops on and you press, they're not going to get to that 20-yard depth by the time a corner route gets there. So if you have 20, 25-yard, 15-yard clouds, you really want to back them up so they can get to that spot so they can play the corner route. So I wasn't able to do that because of his no huddle. And so he was able to make a couple good reads there and get into scoring position. So here, had a feeling verticals was coming. So we had a zone for the tight end wheel. We manned up the running back wheel. And then we went with the crossing route. And he didn't have anything. We forced him to burn his last time out. So that's really good series for us there. And then we're able to knock the ball, or we're able to push him out of bounds on a high ball there. We had a middle third. Good read by him, honestly. Take a shot, high ball it. You're either going to drop it or go out of bounds, and if you don't score a touchdown. So I'm not mad at him for making that play call. We just had a zone there to play it. So, I appreciate you, Steve Atwater, for getting him out of bounds. Now here, great knockout by John Lynch. We had a soft squat on that side, but we also had an outside third. So instead of keeping the deep half there, if that's a deep half, you're going to give up the streak from the inside guy. But, or sorry, if you have a deep third, you're going to give up the streak from the inside guy, but you're going to be able to play the outside, which is what I wanted. If you have a deep half there, it's going to play the streak, but then you're going to give that up. So good defense by us, kind of expecting him to go to that side of the end zone. He did, and we had the third there to break it up. We hold him to 3, and we're up by 11 points with ball in the second half. So right here, nothing stupid. I see he's probably going to hit stick me, so I just go down. I can't tell you how many times I see people do stupid stuff against me in a situation like that where they get hit sticked, it's a fumble, and then I'm either in field goal range or I take it back for a touchdown. You can't do that against guys like Throne. He's a good player. He's a competitive player. And so, just go down, take your ball in the second half. Odds are I'm not going to get a kick return, so, don't get greedy. So I think we're like both frozen here. I know it does that sometimes at half, so kind of fast forward here. So third quarter, I'm feeling great on defense, great on offense. So on defense, I like what I'm doing. I just have to watch the running back and the tight end wheel routes. So we adjust to that and start, manning those up and putting zones there so he can't throw those. On offense, I'm not going to make any changes because, and this is why I've been running single back. You have the threat to run the ball and you have the threat to pass the ball. So I'm running it on first down sometimes. I'm sending 5 guys on routes sometimes. I'm sending 3 guys on routes sometimes. He really has no idea what I want to do on first down. So, we had a good run last time. We go back to a stretch on the weak side. We motion the tight end over. Just giving him a different look, giving him something else to worry about, And plays like that, you guys will see here in the fourth quarter, that's going to set us up for success in the future. It was only 2 yards, but there's the threat of it. So it's going to be in your opponent's mind, and they have to respect it. Because if they don't, you're going to be able to expose it. Even though, it was only a 2-yard gain. Right there, good coverage by him. He got good pressure. He got an A-gap up the middle, which was kind of crazy. But, it is what it is. Sometimes that's going to happen, and you just live to fight another down. So that's what we do here. We know he's probably going to send pressure on 3rd and 8. So we're just going to send 5 out, make a hot read. And we had Saquon on the wheel route. That was a good read, good play design, and we keep the clock moving, keep the chains moving, and we're getting in scoring range here. So this is a perfect drive really coming out of the half. I'm sure he wanted me to go 3 and out, and we're just not going to give him that. So here on first down, like I said, I've been running it. Sometimes I send 5 out. This time I'm just going to send 3 out, and I'm looking for the corner out on the left. I have it, but he gets pressure. So we're not able to throw it, but I know it's there, and I know he probably knows it's there, right? Because, again, he's a good player. He's going to pay attention to that stuff. So I think right here, no, we're not going to go back to it here. Right here, yeah, so he has to respect that receiver, so he goes with the X receiver. We throw it back across the middle, which perfect play design, perfect read, and we just get unfortunate. I got a lucky fumble on the first drive of the game. He gets one, so can I really be mad at it? No. Did I really want to score points there against Throne? Absolutely. I wanted to score at least 3 points against Throne, but that's not what happened. So we got to go back out on defense. We got a good user there. We got good adjustments. And, we got to get another stop. We've already proven that we can do it, and we got to just go out there and do it again. So got him to a 2nd and 10. We're still playing pretty good defense against tight. I feel really comfortable against tight. So if he wants to stay in this, I'm really not mad. I'm going to, again, what does he want to throw? He wants to throw that running back, so we're going to user it. I'm assuming that was his first read. He had to look back across to the other side of the field before he had time to throw it. Just by that split-second delay, we're able to get pressure, get home, and get a sack. So got him to 3rd and 10 here. Great user. I didn't have a mid-read there, so good read by him. I got to make note of that and go, okay, I got to man up the tight end, and I got to man up the running back. I got to user the crosser if he's going to play the verticals game, because then you're going to shut that down. He blocks his running back here. Good user. And I say good user because, let me show that back to you guys. He has 2 routes open. Not this play. Next play, he has 2 routes open, but I know that he's going to be able to throw one or the other. So I have to kind of muddy that up and make him question which receiver I'm going with. I do that, and that buys me a fraction of a second, and you'll see that fraction of a second where he has to go, is he manning up this slant or that crosser? That gets me the pressure. So here I'm going with the crosser. I could have stayed with it. I bite back to the slant. That buys me just enough time where I'm able to get home, and we get a huge 12-yard sack. I mean, huge sack there. Pause. Anyway, so second 22, he goes back to verticals. I wanted to man up the running back there, but he quick snapped it. Good play call by him. Good read by him. He picks up a huge chunk of that yards back, so he's back to third and manageable. You know, not exactly where we want to be, but I'm okay with getting him to third and fourth downs. He's back in tight here. I undercut that wheel route because I want to pick it off real quick. He sees that, so he tries to lob it over my head, but I have John Lynch out there in the zone, and he breaks on the ball. Pick artist, he's going to come down with it. We get another stop. So feeling really, really good at this point, and I know with how much he's running no huddle and how much he's audible in between formations, he's kind of going to panic mode right now. He's kind of like, okay, this guy can move the ball on me. He can play decent defense. I got to score, and I'm running out of time to do it. So, you know, we take a page out of his book here. We run a little verticals quick snap. He goes to the running back wheel side, so we throw the tight end wheel. Good read, good play call. And again, we have him questioning, is he going to run on first down? Is he going to pass? Here we run. Not a huge gain, but that's exactly what we wanted. We're going to go into the fourth quarter. We get a 4-yard gain, positive yardage, and we make him have to respect the run. It's not what I want to do. I don't want to run. Running the ball, maybe some of you guys like, you know, you have those I-form schemes where you like running the ball. Running the ball is boring to me. I don't have fun doing it. I like the challenge of having to put routes out there and having to make a read. So, but you're playing the long game. You have to put yourself in your opponent's shoes, and you have to go, you know, if I were in his shoes, I would want them to pass every down because then I can adjust and commit to that. So I have to run the ball just to make sure that he's respecting it. So now we're going to motion him across, second and 6. We have run the ball a lot on second down, but we're going to pass here. We go back to that same play design that we fumbled on last time in the same part of the field. His user is a little bit sleepy. He's a little bit behind it. So we're able to throw that quick slant to the tight end, pick up the first down, and we're feeling good. Clock's moving, fourth quarter, 11-point lead. We got the ball. We're just out, or we're in field goal range. So we're going to run. That's a smart play there. Don't force anything. Run, get positive yardage, keep the clock running. So I know I probably sound like a broken record, but I'm just trying to give you guys, you know, my mindset when I'm playing the good player, you know, how you're going to beat them. And you have to beat them by keeping them off balance and controlling the clock. Really, you know, if you can do that, you're going to control the game. So really from the first snap of the game to now, I've pretty much been in control. So we haven't been spamming this route, but I know he's been giving it to me. So I want to go for it again. And we're able to get there. So we get the corner route, and we're feeling good. I go to conservative carry here because I don't want to fumble. I just want to chew clock and get my 3. Now, last time I motioned him and I ran, I'm going to pause this real quick because I want to put you guys inside my mind and kind of what I'm thinking he's thinking. It's really hard to pass down here. You guys know that. When you're inside the 10-yard line, it's really difficult to pass, whether it's man or zone. Good players know that. Good players run the ball in the red zone if they can, because you're lessening the likelihood of a turnover, a strip sack, a sack, an interception, whatever. You're lessening the likelihood of that. You're still giving yourself a chance to score, and you're chewing the clock when you have a lead. So I know he's probably at this point in the game knows I'm not a terrible player, and so he's expecting me to run under these circumstances. If I'm down 10 points, he's probably expecting the pass, but I'm up 11. So I know he's probably expecting the run. And the only time I ran the ball when I motioned the tight end across the field, I ran to the tight end side. So I'm hoping he's going to think I'm going to do that again. Watch his user, go to the tight end side. That leaves me open to run to the weak side. So that's what I do. And we get a touchdown. We go up 20-3, 2 minutes left. And he's going to end up quitting out of this game. So that was really what I was talking about earlier when I said, you want to set yourself up for the future, right? Now, that game, earlier in the game, I ran stretch to the tight end side and I only got 2 yards. You could beat yourself up about that and go, I only got 2 yards. I really want to move the ball on him. I want to get chunk plays. I need to score. But in my mind, it was just give him the threat of doing this. So he has to respect it. So he's usering the tight end on that side, right? Or not the tight end, I'm sorry. He's usering the free safety on that side. So he has to respect it. He's seen that I'm willing to run to that side when I motion him. He's pulling down one of those defenders on that side. So if he's going to use a defender on that side, that side's his responsibility. So as soon as I snap the ball, he runs to that side because he knows that's his weak point. But I was expecting him to do that, or at least hoping he would do that. And he did. And we're able to get the touchdown, and we're able to close out the game. So that's it, boys. I hope you enjoyed the gameplay. I try to give you a little commentary inside, my mind. When I record my gameplay videos, it's usually just whoever I'm matching up with online head-to-head. Fortunately, this time I was able to match up with a good player, so I can kind of show you guys how I fare against some of the elite competition in this game. So I hope you enjoyed it. Please like and comment on this video. If you're not subbed to the channel, please sub to the channel. Enter yourself to win an NFL jersey. All you got to do is subscribe to the channel, comment on this video or any of my other videos. When we hit 500 subscribers, we're going to draw a random comment, and you're going to possibly win an NFL jersey for your favorite team. So I appreciate you guys. Love you, boys. I'll see you next time. Peace.